Miraculous Ladybug has always been an inclusive show where we saw a lot of diversity being represented, which is one of the things that its fans love the most. And along with Season 6, we're getting even more LGBTQ couples, which makes the show even better. Let's go! Rose and Juleka. We first see Juleka and Rose in the opening sequence of Season 6. After Alia blocks Adrian and Marinette's kiss with her phone, the scene zooms out and we see Juleka and Rose. Rose is holding Juleka's arm and admiring them. In the episode Daddy Cop, we see Juleka and Rose's scenes more directly. At lunch, these two lovebirds sit together. When Rose talks, we can see Juleka watching her as if she were her biggest fan. As the episode progresses, we see them together in the laboratory when Zoe is trying to find a way to invite Sabrina to their sleepover. And lastly, at the end of the episode, when Sabrina joins the girls for the sleepover, we see them together. Juleka and Rose are sitting closely together. Juleka has her arm wrapped around Rose, while Rose leans into her, resting her hands on her cheeks with a soft expression. Personally, I really like their relationship and how it evolved throughout the seasons. But what do you guys think? Do you love their relationship too?
Juleka! Thank you, Ladybug. Thank you for saving Juleka.
Sabrina and Zoe. When we first reviewed the opening sequence of Season 6, one interesting detail caught our attention. Zoe and Sabrina seemed particularly close. While Sabrina appeared a bit shy, Zoe stood beside her confidently, almost protectively. This detail has led many fans to wonder whether their friendship could develop into something more, perhaps even a romantic relationship. In one of the recent episodes, we saw this dynamic begin to take shape. Zoe notices Sabrina sitting alone, sad and isolated. She immediately approaches her, engages in a heartfelt conversation, and even convinces the rest of the group to let Sabrina join their sleepover. Though there was some initial conflict by the end of the episode, Sabrina officially becomes part of the group. She apologizes for her past actions, and in response, the girls embrace her in a group hug. At this moment, a sweet interaction happens. Zoe winks at Sabrina, and Sabrina looks at her with a soft, grateful smile. This meaningful exchange hints that their connection is just beginning. One of the most interesting moments in this episode occurs when Zoe invites Sabrina to the sleepover. As they share a hug, Sabrina compliments Zoe, calling her a great person. But instead of being happy, Zoe suddenly looks troubled. This reaction initially seemed strange. Why would a simple compliment make her sad? However, the end of the episode provides a possible explanation: Zoe's past in New York. Just like Sabrina had been under Chloe's influence, Zoe might have once been a bully herself. She desperately wanted to erase a clip from her old phone. What could it have contained? Perhaps evidence of her past actions, something she deeply regrets. If Zoe was once a bully, then her determination to help Sabrina could stem from personal experience. She knows what it's like to hurt others and later seek redemption. Given Zoe's history, it's possible that Sabrina will eventually support Zoe the same way Zoe supported her. Zoe was there to help Sabrina integrate into the group and overcome her insecurities. But maybe in a future episode, we'll see Sabrina returning the favor. What do you think?
There was no proof. Well, until now.
Mark and Nathaniel. Mark was an introverted and imaginative student who preferred to be alone in the hidden corners of the school. However, one day, Marinette, after discovering Mark and his art, encouraged him to step out of his comfort zone and meet the other artists at school. Meanwhile, Nathaniel was already a student known for his artistic skills. The only thing he needed was the ability to write compelling stories for his artwork. Their teacher and Marinette saw an opportunity, and they paired Nathaniel and Mark together. Actually, at first, their relationship started with a misunderstanding, because when Mark was hesitant about showing his art, Marinette suggested showing Nathaniel one of his stories without revealing the author's name. But when Nathaniel misinterpreted the situation, believing he had been tricked, he angrily rejected Mark's offer to work together. Mark felt heartbroken, which led to his akumatization. However, shortly after, in the same episode, the two made peace after Nathaniel realized that he had misunderstood the situation.
By now you realize there was a big misunderstanding, but if you give each other a chance, I'm sure you'll find out how well you can work together.
Their relationship started as a friendship, but later turned into a romantic couple. As we watched the series, their bond became more explicit. For example, in the final episode of Season 2, they were having a picnic with their friends. But what confirmed their relationship happened in the 24th episode of Season 5, Representation. After seeing Felix disguised as Adrian and believing he was Adrian, Ladybug followed his steps. While she was searching for him, she came across Nathaniel and Mark. In this particular scene, they were seen holding hands at the party. In one of my previous videos, we already talked about their new look in Season 6. It turns out that they have embraced their inner selves more, as it is reflected in their outfits. When you review their designs, you can see that the artistic part of their personality is more prominent. But Season 6 also shows us another thing, them holding hands. However, Alex's head slightly covers their hands, but we can still see it. That means that in the upcoming episodes, we will see more of Mark and Nathaniel's relationship. Furthermore, Thomas Astruc revealed to us that we will also see their transformation scenes. What if they transform together as a duo? That would be amazing, right? Colleen and her girlfriend. The first real clue about Ms. Boustier's romantic life came when we watched the New York special. Both in the special and in Season 5, Ms. Bustier was seen pregnant, and many fans questioned who the other parent might be. However, the series hadn't explicitly shown her partner, until Collusion. In the episode Collusion, just as Ms. Bustier was about to leave the school for good, we were introduced to Giselle, her girlfriend. Giselle arrived on a motorcycle, furious about what had happened. She was ready to storm into the school and demand justice for her partner. That moment showed us just how much Giselle cared about Colleen. At the end of the same episode, after Ladybug managed to break the akumatization and Ms. Bustier returned to normal, they shared a passionate kiss.
Colleen! Giselle!
And shortly after that event, in the episode Recreation, we learned that they had a baby together. Their daughter, Harmonie, was born sometime after the events of Collusion, highlighting an openly LGBTQ couple raising a child together. In Season 6, Episode 2, The Illustrator, we see Ms. Bustier with her daughter, and it looks like we will continue to see her family in future episodes. Maybe we will even see them in the first episode of Season 6, as many fans speculate that she is the one who got akumatized and became Climate Queen.
In most fairy tales, the prince breaks the spell by kissing the princess. Can anyone tell us why?
Because only love can conquer hate.
And you guys, which couple is your favorite one? Which one do you want to see in the future episodes? Please let me know in the comments. Also, in order to support my channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like the video too.